I want to talk about the story, what I read this morning about the content creator called, I think his name's Yogesh. He's been riding around the world on his motorbike, and he had his bike stolen in Nottingham a couple of weeks ago, and all his belongings was on the bike. And obviously he was devastated because he was planning to go to Morocco and then on to Africa to complete a leg of his next journey. Well, Yogesh has got a YouTube channel called Rider's Own 750, and when I read his story about his bike being stolen in Nottingham a few weeks ago, you know, I was devastated for him, because what he's doing, and there's not many people can travel around the world on a bike. There's only a few people I follow who's actually doing that at the moment, and one of them is Nora Lee, who people know as Itchy Boots. You know, she's traveling in Pakistan right now, and then she's heading towards China, and she's been putting on about 2 videos a week, and you know, they're amazing. I mean, her drone footage is fantastic. I mean, it's just amazing. And so I was a bit devastated for this guy. You know, I went onto his YouTube channel, Rider's Own 750, left a comment, and you know, hoped that I could help in any way. But when I read this morning about the motorcycle company in Mansfield who's donated a new bike for him, I mean, that's just amazing that people go to all that trouble and help somebody who's virtually lost everything. I mean, everything he had with him for the travelling, it was on that bike, and he only left it for, you know, only a few minutes while he had something to eat, so he could see his bike from where he was having his meal. And then these 2 scumbags on mopeds came, and then one of them just took his bike, and then, well, there must have been 3 of them, because there was 2 on mopeds, so there must have been a 3rd one who just took his bike and it's never been recovered. So this was a really nice gesture. So it's just nice to know that that there's people out there who are willing to help. Our channel, we're still open to build it. I've been a bit down with it, to be honest, since we came back from South Africa last April, because we started losing a bit of viewers and a few subscribers, mainly because you know, they're not got the action like they were in South Africa. We went to quite a number of places when we was there last over there, and so the figures dropped a bit, and I was just trying my hardest to get it back up again, which you know, running YouTube is a full-time job. It's no 2 ways about it, and it can actually burn you out. I mean, I was so, with the amount of time I spend on it, and the, you know, the amount of footage I edit and I try and put together, you know, and try and use my voice, and I've been testing using my voice and other people's voices. It just takes all my time, you know, and the next few weeks, my time is going to be taken up with all the things we've got to do before we go to South Africa. You know, there's a number of things we've got to do. If you followed my channel, you know that my wife is from South Africa. She was actually born in Durban but lived in Zimbabwe before living back in South Africa, and we met 9 years ago, and then we married 8 years ago, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing this. And the day we went on our first date, which was Stockport, you know, she lived in Derbyshire, I lived in Wales, so we said we'll meet halfway, and halfway was Stockport. Well, it wasn't really halfway, but I suggested Stockport because I wanted to go and see a film called Girl on the Train, which was out at the time, and that was the last time it was on in Stockport, being showed in the country. That was the last time it was ever going to be showed. So I suggested, why don't we go on our first date to the cinema, and we'll meet in Stockport. So I met her in Stockport. She was a little bit late. I was getting a bit worried about it. I remember going into to the cinema, and you know, it was different. I was talking over FaceTime, as we was doing that for weeks before we actually met each other. So it was just slightly edgy. And then going to see the girl on the train was a few sex scenes, and it was it wasn't the right film for the date. But it turned out good because we went to this nice pub not far away from the cinema called Puss in Boots, which is in Stockport. We had a nice meal there, and then we discussed our lives together. I mean, how amazing is that? We was on about travelling around Europe, and Diane was on about South Africa, and we just got so excited that we talked about it. And then after that, we went on another date. I took her to a concert to see a band called the Blossoms, which is a well-known band now, but at the time there was an upcoming band. And we went to the Students' Union place near Leicester, and we went and watched this concert. And I remember buying her a T-shirt before we went to see the Blossoms, and we still got that T-shirt now. And this was like 9 years ago. Unbelievable. So you know, this what's coming up now is one of our plans, one of our dreams. And to make it even better, on the day we fly out, which is on the Monday, on the 20th, that day 9 years ago, on the 20th, was the day we first had our first date. So to be flying out on our anniversary date is just amazing. So I just hope you can keep on following us. And if you're new to the channel, if you go through our videos, you'll see that we only started last year around about September. And I've never done YouTube in my life, never spoken in front of the camera. So some videos, you know, are not good as other videos. I've managed to get a little bit good, but they still need doing better. I've just put together a trailer, which I'm hoping will start our each filming what we do, and make the filming even hooked better for people to hook on and like it. But it all takes time and effort, and you know, we will be putting more things on there. It's not all about going to Kruger and visiting the wildlife. We will be in the African communities. We'll be visiting Stonehaven a lot. We'll be going to just places just have a coffee, maybe a nice meal, places I can just film, show what everyday life is in these little towns over in South Africa. And then we'll be travelling to some of these charities. Like we're open to go see the wildlife charities. There's one who has been in touch with me, who said we can come and visit. They're up near Durban, so we're really looking forward to that. And a few others. And I've just recently put on a short about the tortoise in South Africa, the 45-year-old, and we're open to go and visit them as well. And also a place where there's just meerkats. You know, there's a lot of interesting places I'm open to film and put on. So it's just going to be amazing. So yeah, I really want you to keep on following us, and also leave nice comments, and just come up with some ideas of where we can go. People who have been to South Africa or live in South Africa will just tell us some of the nice places where we can visit and maybe film it. I mean, here in Derbyshire, I'll just throw you the camera around. I mean, this is just right by where we live. I mean, it's such a nice place. It has a nice walk. I'll actually walk down there now and show you. So we're coming up to the gate. This is the gate. It takes you onto a walk. Now, that's just open it, which is a bit difficult. There you go. So years ago, this used to be a mining town. So they used to have a big mine here, and every lunchtime at 12 o'clock, the siren goes for the mine. It's like a mining siren. Apparently it's just a memento of the, I think it's because of the mining community what still live here and built up here. Obviously the mine has been gone since the 70s, but what they did, they actually made this nice pathway. Now I don't know what it used to look like before they actually made this, but it's got a nice stream by, and just go quickly show you. So this, I'm going to walk down towards the stream. I you can see the stream over there. It's not really a zoom in camera this, but we'll try and walk to the stream and show you, and then we'll go to one of the boards which tells you the history of Blackwell, where we live. So we'll just walk down to the stream and just see what you think. It is a really nice place. I love going here because if you go here like this like just after 10 o'clock in the morning, you don't get many people walking around. There's a lot of people in work, and because it's not a, you know, it looks a nice day, but it's quite chilly actually. So a lot of people don't come out as much when the weather turns a bit, only to walk the dogs. But where the car park is a bit further down, they've actually blocked it off so people can't park the cars there, so you'll get less people walking along the path. But look at this, you know, a nice stream. It's such a nice walk. I love coming here in the summer, and I've actually flown my drone here, which I made a video about, which is on our channel. But just coming down here and just relaxing and just getting your mind in the right place is just nice. So I just love being here. But going back to South Africa in a few weeks, it'll be just amazing getting on the plane. We've managed to get hold of a lift with a friend of ours from Diane's church, who's willing to take us to the airport on the day before we fly. So that's one thing ticked off off our checklist, what we've got to do, our things to do list I should say. So we've still got a lot of things to do because it's coming around so quick, and then before we know it we will be on that plane. So it is so exciting. Oh, look at this heron. Oh my, there's an heron there. I wish I'd oh, there it is. Oh, what amazing to see an heron. Oh, and a magpie by it. Oh, that is amazing. You know, I've just bought a Canon camera for Kruger with I've just bought a long lens with it. And oh, I'm so gutted I didn't have it this morning. I could have really had a good photograph of that heron. It was just in the stream here, probably looking for some small little fish. So it just proves there is fish in here. Whereas, I mean, it's not deep. It's quite shallow. But there will be like sticklebacks, I imagine, in here. But as you can see, there's got to be sticklebacks in here. I mean, the water's clear. But how amazing is that to see an heron? You don't see that many of them around here. There is a bird place actually not far from here, which I'm hoping to go to test out the long lens. Because the long lens is due to be delivered on Monday. I've got, oh, look at the gap, which I had to cross. So I don't want to break my neck or break my leg unless I won't be on that plane. So, but yeah, I'm going to test out the long lens on Monday when I receive it. There's actually a nice bird place not far away from here. We're in that big lake, and they have all these watch towers so you can see the birds migrating, not migrating all, but like the breeding type of thing. And they also see the birds on the lake. And I want to try the long lens to see where I can take some good photographs. But that's made my morning to see an heron. That is so good. Oh, I was so pleased to come here this morning. I was going to go a different way. I was going to do something different. I was going to go down the bridle path, which is not away far from our house. But there's a lot of people use it, especially bikes and also the horses. And I thought, I'll come here because I know it's always quiet. But that is amazing. But yeah, as you can see, this is what it looks like, you know. And what I like about it at the moment is nobody about. And I seems to be the only one, which is great. Really good. So I'm going to have a look at these signs. There's a sign about the history of this place, and I'm going to pick that up as well. This like a monument. Let's just have a look. It's this is it. It's like this is a Blackwell. Yeah, I think this is it's to do with COVID. And then this sign here, which but there's actually a plaque as well. I remember seeing a plaque. I had to go have a look for it. Going back to where we are now, there's a plaque here coming up, and it'll probably tell you the history of this place actually, about Blackwell. So I'm going, it's the Blackwell Parish history. So that used to be the mine. And this guy, no spawn resident called Fatty Falkirk. What a name to give him. I mean, he doesn't look that fat. Apparently he was just 19. He was spotted by Sheffield United while playing as a goalkeeper for Blackwell Colliery football team. United bought him for £20, which approximately is 1,200 in today's money, where he played for most of his career, later winning a single international cap for England in 1897 against Wales. And then he died of a liver disease in 1916. Wow, I didn't even know that. So this is the place, colliery owned by two parish pits, Blackwell and B winning in Ilcote. They own 3 pits nearby in Sherland, Alfreton and Sutton in Ashfield. Oh, so I think they're on about the football team actually, but they're on about also the pit itself, and it's just amazing. There was 1,300 people worked there in the colliery in 1933. Oh, and there's the terraced houses called Colliery Rows, were built next to the colliery for miners. An official lived in the pit yard and the general manager. And they had a land for recreation allotments. Well, that is still there. And then the Blackwell School and all the other things are still in the village. Oh, and the colliery hospital. Oh, I didn't know they had a hospital here as well in the village, and a co-op store, which a butcher's and slaughterhouse. So it was quite a big community, to be honest, for a village. So looking at where we are now, which is there, so we live on the road there. I think we live on the road there, or is that the road upwards there? That's Alverton. So I think it's here. That's the railway line, so it's got to be here. And there was an hospital, a chapel. The school is definitely still there. So how interesting is that? Well, interesting. So that's the parish history of this place. So in the 70s in the UK, there was a lot of mines. When I lived in Warrington, because I was born in Warrington, which was then in Lancashire, but it's now in Cheshire. But in the 70s, the mining, there was a lot of mining nearby, and all that closed, you know, through the miners' strike. So it was always to do with the way the government at the time went and wanted to close the mines, and obviously I don't know a lot of the history about it, because if I say the wrong things on it, you know, I'm going to get a lot of comments, but It was sad when all the mines did actually go, and this one here went in the 70s. It was closed down in the 70s, and then gradually each one of them closed, and now I don't know whether there's any mines left in the UK, because most of them are gone, and a lot of these are mining communities as well, you know, built around the mine. And when you got the main industry going in your town or your village, you know, it's a massive effect on the people who on their income, and so it's, you know, it made a big, it was a big impact on the community, and things have changed. Obviously the village is probably different to what it used to be. There's more houses built here. It's a nice place to live, actually. I like living here. Obviously before then I used to live in Wales, and there's a mine in Point of Ayr Colliery in Wales, in North Wales, in Prestatyn, and they used to dig for coal under the sea bed, and even that place is closed. And then obviously South Wales had a lot of mines, but I think they're all gone now, which is sad really. But a lot of I don't think starlings, could be blackbirds, or starlings, but I think the blackbirds actually, because I've just seen one of them. So there's a bit of wildlife around here. We have a local fox what comes out now and again. I've only seen him once, a couple of times I should say. He doesn't come out that often. I love the wildlife. I just hope, you know, I just wish we had more wildlife here. Badgers, I see you know, a lot of wildlife get killed on the roads around here, but I haven't seen a badger around here yet. Hedgehogs I've seen, and obviously the fox, but it's just nice to come out and see the wildlife, and just enjoy the view, and it is a nice walk, especially when you're by yourself. And I mean the scenery, look. I mean, you can't really beat that. I mean, when I lived in Wales, I was across the way from the beach, so it was nice just to walk on the beach in Wales, just by my house. So I've been lucky in a way that I've lived in some nice places. When I lived in Warrington, I was born in Warrington. You know, it was just a normal industrial town. Growing up there, I remember when I was really young, they used to be when steam trains were still going. The smog what used to be in Warrington was just unbelievable. But I'll always remember this factory when you used to go into Warrington. I'll come out of Warrington, you used to see it from the main road, and it was called Gartons. And if you spell Gartons backwards, it's spelt Snotrag. So everybody used to call it Snotrag, and it's sadly gone now. But I would love to have gone there to film that. I've gone to my own town and filmed round there and see my own house. All right. This guy just passed me on the bike, scared me to death. But yeah, I would love to go back to my own town. Probably film where I was born, because that house is still there. The town itself is so different to what it was when I lived there. It's built up. It's got more industrial, more shops. You know, where I lived, it was just a small little town. It had a nice market, indoor market, outdoor market. I remember going there on a Saturday morning when I was a kid and buying broken biscuits in a box. You know, and they used to buy them really cheap with my pocket money, what I used to get from doing my paper round. So, those were the days. But I don't know. I might actually do a film. I might actually go back to my hometown and just do a film and see whether I can put something together. So that'd be really good. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you can continue watching us while we're in South Africa, because we have got a lot of plans over there. We're still open. We can go to Zimbabwe next year as well. We've got friends, well, Diane's got friends over there who's invited us over, which would be nice. I've been there once, Zimbabwe, found it a really nice country. It's amazing, Victoria Falls. The welcome I got at the airport was just amazing. So yeah, that'd be really good. So if you like our channel and you want to leave some nice comments, please leave it in our comments below. But hopefully, if I don't hear from you again or see you again before my next video, whether it'll be over here or whether it's South Africa, thank you for watching.